What's going on, people? I'm not going to try to make this video too long, but I may do, so sorry. I want to give a shout out to Autistic Barbie because she inspired me to do this video. And just a little update for you. I am sexually active now. Not that I'm proud of it, but I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm trying to look for a second job. And when I'm stressed out, I do act on impulses that I have because, you know, I just sort of lose my sense of, I don't want to say sanity, but you just do what you can to relieve yourself in a situation. Like, trying to think of a time, I don't want to be too explicit in this video, but one time, this is kind of funny. So when I worked at that restaurant, whenever I'm under a lot of stress, I will look at porn, or I may try to relieve myself in a way where I let a lot of that stress down, because I'll get tired and my brain will sort of just like, I'll just lose all bearings when I do that because I'm stressed the fuck out. I'm just under a lot of stress. And like I said, I'm a little, if I wasn't where I am right now with just my lack of support, and not that I'm looking for it, but like I said, recently I just started talking to family, like recently, because I just felt like we weren't, it just wasn't really genuine at all. And I'm not trying to force anybody to, you know, like form a bond with me. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything they don't want to really do. But when I'm stressed out, I just act on urges that I have. And, you know, I'm not trying to brag, but I had a little action in today after work. And the good thing, let me just put it like this. This is going to go into the point of the video. There are positives to sex, which makes me want to work harder. That's why I want to get a second job for a number of reasons. Because I feel like when you have more money, more status, more to show for, it attracts attention from people. I'll just put it like that. But sit back. I'm going to talk about sexuality in this video, and this may hit home with some people. If you're not autistic, I don't advise you watching this video. I'm gonna do a little Dr. Umar for you. If you're not autistic, you may not find this video to be something you should watch, because there's a lot of things you're not going to understand, and it's a lot of shit that it's going to be a little explicit in here. But I'm going to just put it like this. I want to break it down, all 4 categories. I'm not doing every fucking label people have today. I'm going to talk about asexuality. I'm going to talk about transgenderism, bisexuality, lesbianism, gays, and, you know, all that shit. So I'm going to start off with asexuality. First of all, we already understand, I'm talking to autistic people, that expressing emotion, expressing a sense of life in your speech, talking with expression and life, being interesting, you know, saying things that you usually wouldn't say, certain words. I'm pretty sure we all have words that we can't say no more because we said some shit that we didn't want to say, and it feels awkward saying it now. Y'all know what I mean by that. A lot of you guys are not comfortable, not everybody, but you're not comfortable expressing yourself sexually. And you may, here's how it is. You may not be comfortable expressing yourself with other women. I'm gonna just break it down like this. Autistic men are not comfortable around the opposite gender. I can't really speak for women. It probably is the same with women, but I'm really talking about men. A lot of autistic men are not comfortable around the opposite gender. They don't know how to initiate conversations. They don't know how to initiate relationships. They don't know how to ask for a phone number. They don't know how to be the dominant one in a relationship. They don't know how to do these things. They rather have the female do it for them. But with that being said, it's a lot of asexual people in the autistic community. They may not have an attraction to men, so they will identify as asexual because they're not comfortable with another man sexually, and they're not comfortable with women. They're just not comfortable expressing themselves during sex. They're not comfortable having an orgasm. They think about sex, they think about relationships, but they're just not comfortable expressing it, engaging in it. That's just all it is. With the gays now, I already told you a lot of autistic men don't initiate relationships. They don't know how to initiate relationships, conversations. They don't know how to talk to people, especially the opposite gender. So I'll just put it like this. Autistic men are mostly comfortable around their own gender. So it will not be a surprise if you have an autistic person, and I'm really talking about in the age categories of 34 and under. Because really in the 90s, I'm going off of Wikipedia, I noticed that a lot of people born in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s, not really the 80s, maybe the 80s a little bit, but a lot of people born in today's time that have autism, they identify as non-binary, bisexual, gay, or they don't have a identity at all. They just may call themselves queer. That's not uncommon. And a lot of it comes from, because understand, it's a lot to break down with autism, but like I said, you're comfortable with your own gender. And if you feel more comfortable around your own gender and you may find someone attractive within your own gender, you're going to go with that. You're going to go with what you're comfortable with. That's why they call it a preference. You're not going to date someone or have sex with someone that you're not attracted to or you don't like. Currently, right now, I'm not going to sleep with someone that I'm not attracted to. I have before, and it's confused me a lot. I'll put it like this. My first ever contact with a female, I didn't enjoy because I wasn't attracted to her. And that's what confuses a lot of people, because when you are autistic and you don't enjoy like a touch from a female and you're not attracted to her, you're going to be confused. You're going to wonder, are you gay? Are you asexual? It brings a lot of confusion with you. So with men, other autistic men are comfortable around other men, whether they be autistic or not. And if they're autistic man who's gay, because like I said, you're not going to have a problem pursuing other men if you're a man. You're not going to have much of a problem doing that. And you're not going to have a problem finding someone if you are more of the submissive one in the relationship. People go after you. You don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about going after other people. But that's how I just define homosexuality and autism. It's not really uncommon. Asexuality is not uncommon. Because like I said, you're not comfortable initiating relationships. You're not comfortable with touching, expressing yourself during sex. And if you are, it may be with your own gender, because you're only comfortable around your own gender. You're not comfortable around, genders that aren't your own. And what's another thing? Because like I said, I can't really speak on women because I'm not a female. I don't really know women. And that's something I want to talk about. Y'all know I don't read emotion at all. I don't read body language. For some weird reason, I could pick up on things that my own gender say a lot better than the opposite gender. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. So, when I was a lot younger, a lot of the things that other guys would do to me that weren't perceived as normal, that were perceived as gay, I didn't feel weird about that at all. Because, like I said, you're not uncomfortable around your own gender. I would sort of laugh it off. But if a female did that, it would not feel the same way. It wouldn't feel right at all. It wouldn't feel, I don't want to say that it felt nasty. And I would probably like it if it was someone I was attracted to. But when other men did that to me, other guys in my class did that to me when I was a lot younger, I didn't perceive it in a bad way. But I did if it was someone of the opposite sex. Like this girl that liked me, I didn't know how to initiate a relationship with her. I didn't even do nothing with her, and I called her my girlfriend, but I just didn't know how to do those things. I didn't know how to initiate a relationship with her. And I'm looking back, if it was something that I really wanted, like a girl I liked on TV, maybe that would have helped a lot more. Because that's the thing. Being autistic, it's a little traumatizing to sleep with someone and get not attracted to them. Because it's just a lot. It brings a lot of trauma to you. That's why, like I said, if I really like somebody, and I will pursue them, I will do whatever I could just to get with them. But sorry, it's a little hot right now. There have been times when I slept with women and I didn't really, find them attractive. But I wanna just break this down. So here's something I'm gonna just talk about. So I talked about homosexuality, asexuality, and I don't really know what you classify this as. I don't know if you want to call it fetishism or just a list, just another identity on the list. But I don't know how you guys are going to perceive this if I say it like this. But first of all, I want to just say this right now. I don't find attraction in other men at all whatsoever. Never been with a man. Don't want to be with a man. It's not that I'm uncomfortable with myself. It's just that everything I've been through, the last thing I would want is a grown ass man coming on to me. I find that, honestly, I find that really disrespectful. Another man, I'm a fucking man already. Another man coming on to me. Imagine if I was in jail. I would not want another man coming on to me in no way at all. For one, I find that disrespectful. And it's just that, as a man, you just got to show other men respect. But I told you how when you're autistic, you read your own gender a lot better. You understand your own gender a lot better. And you don't really read the opposite gender really well. You don't really read it well. And I'm not really speaking for all men. When I say this, I'm not really speaking for all men, maybe just myself. But you may have, maybe some of you guys, you may have a understanding, depending on the person. If someone is trans, right? This is why when someone's autistic, you ever notice how someone's gay or whatever they identify as, they may date somebody who may appear as the gender that they claim not to like. What that is, this is my opinion, is they understand their own gender better. And it may be that they find their they find just the same sexual organ more what's the word? They just may find it more erotic, I guess. I don't know. They just may find that they may be turned on by it more. But I told you, I don't find men attractive at all. But I do have an attraction. I do have an attraction for trans women. I do. I'll just put it out like that. And I'm currently pursuing it. Like this is what what people may be confused about, and it may not make sense to some people, but I can understand someone that's trans because, like I said, I'm a guy, and not that, like I said, it's not no disrespect to them, but they may have like the same mindset as me. Like I said, I may just be more comfortable. I may be more understanding how they see things because I look at them the same as I do myself. Like, I'm not saying they're guys still, but we just may have the same brain. We may think the same. But I can understand them a lot more than actual women. That's why I said I'm not dating anybody at the moment, but anything that appears like that, anything that may like appear that way, I will pursue like sexually, because let me just say, it's not the first time that I've done this before. It's not the first time ever. But like I said, I'm a little more aroused by that. And I'm like I said, I just let me just say it like this. For some weird reason, like I said, autistic men understand other men, and maybe people that are trans, and they maybe because they were that gender before, they're trying to be the other gender, but they understand their own gender. They're more comfortable around their own gender, and it was just something about it that made me more comfortable. It just made me more comfortable sexually. It made me more comfortable pursuing it. Now, there are things, like I said, there are certain things that I don't want to do with someone trans. Like, one thing about me, I don't do anything that I feel is harmful. I don't engage anything that I feel hurts another person. Everything with me is pleasure. And that's the thing. Like, I am more comfortable pursuing that. Like I said, autistic men understand other men better. And they say that you understand as a man what it is you find pleasurable more sexually. So it's like you understand your what you like sexually. You can pleasure someone else with the same organs as you sexually more. And like I said, with me right now, I gain pleasure out of pleasuring other people. Put it like that. I gain pleasure out of pleasuring other people. But I don't want to engage anything that I feel like, let me just put it like this. I don't like anal sex at all. I never had it done to me. Don't want to do it to anybody else. I don't engage in that at all. You know, I told you how I don't do oral, but that's changed now. Like I said, but anything that I feel is pleasurable to the other person, I gain pleasure from that. And let me just put it like this. The attraction came, I'm not going to say that that I was like this forever, because porn introduced me to it more. Like, let me put it like this. When I was 15, it was this movie that I saw called Cage Fury. It was a movie about these women that were that were in prison. It was like a movie from the 80s. Eric Estrada plays in the movie. He plays the cop, I think. They were being in prison in this jail, this fake ass jail. And there was a scene where a lot of the guards were doing things to the women. I'm not going to really say on camera. I don't want to be too explicit. But that just informed me about a submissive side of me, because I told you guys, sexually I'm very submissive. I'm a man, for one. I'm a man every day, but sexually I'm very submissive. I like the partner that I have, that I'm with. I'm not dating nobody right now, but whoever I'm with, I want to submit to that person. Like, y'all know I'm big as shit. I'm 230 pounds. I got working on my abs. Got nice chest, arms. Someone that's smaller than me, that I know can't beat me for anything. They can't whoop me in a fight. I want to submit to that person. I want them to be dominant to me. That's just something that I learned at 15, and I never really understood it. That's the thing about sexuality. You learn as you grow what it is that you like, and that's just something that I'm into. Is it's just a fetish that I have. It's a fetish of just people dominating me. But with the whole, like I said, with trans women, it's more of, I understand, not that they identify as men now, but I just understand them more because they were once men. I'm trying to be respectful here, but they were once men, and I just feel more comfortable. Like I said, it's like I said, knowing that you know what they enjoy sexually, it helps too. It helps to know, because like I said, I don't have a vagina. I don't have titties. I don't know what it's like for a woman. I don't know. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't know how to satisfy a woman sexually. I don't. But today, like I said, I know how to satisfy my own gender. But like I said, I want to throw this in here though. I don't, in spite of that being said, I don't find men attractive at all. I don't find other men. It's nothing. Like I said, I work in a nasty ass lotion factory around sweaty ass fucking dudes. And they be farting. I can't smell that shit, but they come to work. Some spit on the floor. They wear the same fucking shirt like me sometimes for 3 days straight. There's nothing that I find attractive about another man. I don't like men at all, and I'm confident about that. But since about 17, I've had, from porn, and like I said, just from, I guess you could just say, just being more comfortable around my own gender and just exploring, I guess, porn. Because like I said, if I never watched porn, I would have never really known about it. But like I said, there's something about it that arouses me a lot more. And I just find it more, I'm more turned on by that. But what was I about to say? Like I said, sexually, like I said, I'm really submissive. I'm really submissive sexually. And I don't do that whole sleeping around with like different women. Like I stay with the same person. I don't just like swap, because like I said, I'm just not comfortable with I'm not comfortable like being with numerous amount of partners. I've had about 15 in my whole lifetime, and that's a headache itself. But I like I said, I find trans women attractive, and sexually, I find them more attractive than women. Now, it's a question of, can you do both? Can you do both as you pursue women? Well, I think respectfully, you should let somebody know what it is you engage in outside of women if it's something else you're doing. Because like I said, there are things that women can offer me that trans women can't offer me, but I don't know how to pleasure women like I would a trans woman. I know how to pleasure trans women more than other women. And like I said, it's more of a bond, it's more of a connection because they were once a male like me. And one more thing, since I sort of revealed this, all of my videos, I stand by that shit. When I said how I don't think a 60-year-old man that decides to transition should be in the bathroom with female, I stand by that shit. You shouldn't be in the fucking bathroom with women if you're 60 years old and you're just transitioning. I think that's fucking perverted. I think it's real perverted. But yeah, that's I don't know, like I said, I'm just speaking for myself, but other autistic men may find more of a connection with someone that is trans if they aren't repulsed by them because they also were once male. You know, it's a little more comfort when you're around someone of your own gender, and it may be more just sexually exciting. Like for me, it's a little more sexually exciting, and it's not the first time that I've done this. It's been because like when I was introduced to it through porn, I'll say around 20. Around 20, that's my first experience I've ever had. And I'll just throw this out here. There's no because like I said, with this is the thing about me. This is why I say autistic men understand their own gender more than other women. If I was just dating girls and I was broke and didn't have a job, I'll just be wondering why is it that I can't attract women. But like I said, knowing that like when it's someone that's trans, they I just know that they're not going to like want to be with someone that doesn't. I'm not saying it's all about money, but if you don't have a lot going on, you don't have a lot to show for. And this is the thing, I totally understand that. That's why for now, sex is just good enough for me just to get through, because this is the thing, I just need to relieve myself of my stress I deal with every week. Sex is good enough right now, but over time I would want to meet somebody that is trans. I would want to date somebody that is, and I would want to pursue that. The thing about it though is I'm not against dating online. I'm just not want to go to like a club for that. And there's other men that are trying to pursue other men there. That's just something that I wouldn't do, because in spite of me just saying what I just said, that's just something I wouldn't do, because I just don't like the idea of another man coming on to me. Like I said, I had a lot of fucked up shit happen to me, and other men coming on to another man, that's just something that I couldn't really stomach well. And like I said, there are things, and another thing about it too, because I understand trans women, they don't really like a lot of the shit that other guys are interested in doing sexually in bed. They don't really like that shit. Like me, like I said, I don't do anal. I don't like that shit at all. Never had it done on me. Don't want to do it on another person. Cause that's the thing people don't want to talk about. Do you think about when you do that and you go to the bathroom, like all the bacteria that's like, I don't even want to really go into that. But I guess that's what I'm saying. Everything else is fine with me. I wouldn't do that to somebody, and I don't want somebody doing that to me. But I like the role play of submission during sex. I love it. I love being dominated by someone smaller than me. You know, knowing, like I said, I'm 230 pounds, I bench like 220, knowing that person is smaller than me, I'm just turned on more by what they do to me sexually. And one more thing I want to just say is, like I said, with having autism, I don't ever force nothing on upon people. I don't take leads. I don't take leads sexually. I don't take lead. So I like it more when that person initiates contact, as in I don't force nothing upon, like, let me just say this. I had my hat on like earlier, right? And she took the hat off, right? I like that. She took the hat off. I I'm not just gonna, like, I'd rather her do that than me. Or her like grab my, like, my chin or my face or something. I'd rather her do that than me just tell her to do it. Because like I said, we don't take initiation. We don't initiate shit. So we rather have things done for us. That's just one thing about me. I never force anything, and I like I said, I like the pleasure of the person that I'm with. But that's pretty much it. Damn, 31 minutes. That's a lot of fucking minutes.